Let's bring up this story we got from timcast.com. YouTube and Twitter delete Joe Rogan's interview with vaccine inventor Dr. Malone. The interview regarding COVID vaccines and mandates was removed days after Robert Malone's Twitter was also suspended. So I don't think it was posted by Joe Rogan, though. Do you guys know who uploaded this? It was Malone himself, right?
Well, when Peter McCullough was on, he uploaded the full interview on his YouTube channel, and YouTube took that video down. So I don't know if Robert Malone uploaded it on his YouTube channel.
I think Malone had already been kicked off of Twitter by the time he went on Rogan.
Twitter, but as far as the YouTube video, the YouTube video was uploaded in full, and then it was taken down.
Let me tell you. Check this out. So when this episode of the Joe Rogan Experience dropped with Dr. Malone, naturally it was getting huge buzz. Everybody was talking about it. They just banned this guy, and so I opened Spotify. Normally, when I open Spotify, it's like the Joe Rogan Experience front and center, trying to advertise it. There was nothing. So I scroll around and I'm like, all right, I'll hit podcasts. I hit podcasts, nothing. And then I'm like, where's Joe Rogan? I couldn't find him. At first I was just trying to search through like, okay, podcast, okay, comedy, nothing entertainment, nothing news. What? Every time I used to open that before, it was like front and center, watch Joe Rogan. So then I just had to manually search Joe Rogan Experience, found it, went into his show profile, found it and played it. That may be nothing. Maybe the Spotify algorithm was like, Tim, we don't think you actually want to listen to Joe Rogan, even though it's like the only thing you listen to on Spotify. So we're not going to suggest it to you right now. But then I started seeing videos pop up. Someone posted a video where they were they were playing a bunch of podcasts on Spotify. They even played Timcast IRL. And then when they opened up Joe Rogan with Malone, it wouldn't load. And he was like, I can't get it to play. I don't understand. So I don't know if there's, something going on. Maybe not. But I just got to. Every time there's an accident or a mistake, or coincidence,
So weird.
It's only ever affecting this kind of thing. When people get banned, it was a mistake. We didn't mean to ban you. Oh, yeah, but how often is our left establishment people getting banned?
Yeah, when that happens, I just scream, Illuminati. But again, it's also important not to jump to conclusions, but it's also, there's so many coincidences that always work in the favor of very powerful people. How do you draw the line here? I mean, there also was a lot of internal fighting between some Spotify staff members and Joe Rogan. Is there a deliberate effort to undermine him? Maybe. We don't know. But the fact is, like, these interviews, the Peter McCullough, tens of millions of people have been downloading it. I think last week it was 40 million people downloaded the Peter McCullough interview. Which
how do you know? How do you know?
Those are some of the numbers that come up.
I think they released the stats on the Malone. It was 40 million.
On the Malone one, or the
last week? No, this was this was Peter McCullough.
Oh, McCullough.
This is the number that I saw shared around by a lot of individuals. 40 million for Peter McCullough last week. Those videos are still up. They're still gaining a lot of views. Robert Malone, I don't know the exact numbers. And again, we're talking about it's not unlikely. It's very likely, especially with all the news and buzz.
Look. We've seen all of these stories about Spotify going after, like, Spotify employees demanding Joe Rogan be like banned or removed, and they won't do it. So is it absurd then to think that these employees have just, put their thumb on the scale a little bit? I'll put it this way. Does there need to be a concerted effort to go after Joe's content through infrastructure on Spotify? No, there doesn't. There just needs to be like a dude. He's sitting in his office and they're like, hey, we need you to, update that form, internally to make sure, the Joe Rogan show is going to publish on time. He goes, oh, okay, I'll get to it. And then he laughs, pulls out his phone and starts playing, Angry Birds.
Well, did you